Hello friends, and this is going to be the learning most important Excel formulas and functions that we are going to learn today. And in this tutorial, we will start discussing with offset and count a function, and then we'll move to what is relative referencing, what is absolute referencing, and what is mixed referencing in Excel. So let's quickly move to our next slide that contains the heading and the content of this tutorial. All right, as we all can see, the heading is most used Excel formulas and functions. Definitely the chapter name is references in Excel and overview, and we are going to learn an offset and count a function first, then we'll move to relative reference, then quickly we'll move to absolute and mixed references. So without further wasting our time, let's quickly move to our Excel workbook where we can show some amazing example and we can learn all this concept with examples, or we can remember the things, we can remember the concepts for the longer time, and it will help us in all our work when we are dealing with Microsoft Excel. So here I have opened a blank workbook. As you all can see, you can open it using navigation from, you can press Windows and then you can write Excel, and then you can click to Excel shortcut, and there you will get an option to open a new workbook. So before discussing the offset function, I will create a table, and that table will contains the sales data for all the months in north and south zone. All right, in January till October. All right, I will highlight it so it people can understand it exactly that it is a heading. All right, in north the sales is around 100 units. In south it is very high selling thing. In north is 200. It is 22,000. In March it is 400. It's 1,000. Let's give it 2,000. All right, it's again 150. It is 152. It is a low month. 200. 20,000. 2,000. 2,500. 200. Okay, let's stop here, or we can complete this table. It will be a good idea. Okay, let's give some random number again. 400, and the sale is around 200. 100. 100. Let's leave the data till here because it is enough to display or to explain what I'm trying to explain. So what we are going to do, we are going to explain an offset function, and offset function takes 5 argument, and what it returns, it returns a reference to a target, that is given number of rows and column from a given reference. As this is the definition of offset as per the Microsoft Excel subroutine, that offset is a function that returns a reference to a range that is given number of rows and column from a given reference. Now, what actually are the arguments for offset? First argument that offset takes up is the value or the cell from which we want to start calculating the result. That is the reference cell. So we'll give our first argument as A2. All right, $A2. All right. Now, as you can see, all the 5 arguments are visible that are present, that are required for this offset function to work, and the first argument that we have provided is A2. Now the second argument that we want to give is the number of rows, and third argument will be number of columns through which our offset function will reference to. All right, so we want to see the sales in the month of February in the south region. So we want to navigate to one column, one row down, and 2 column towards the column side. So row side will be 1 and column side will be 2. And here we only want to check for a particular row, that is we only want to check for only one cell, that is the value that is of the sales in South region in the month of February. So we'll give the height as 1. So when you press enter, as you can see here, we have given this arguments to our offset function, and as you can see, the value of the sales in the month of February for the South region is 2000, and the value is now referenced to the value 2000. Now what we simply want that we want to see the sum of all the sales in the North region till the month July. So what we have to do for this, we simply need to write an offset function, and we will write it here somewhere. Let us write here so that you can see it properly. All right, we'll write sum, and inside sum, what we want to sum, we want to first offset the range to which we want to sum the data, and we'll use offset inside a sum, and then we'll give reference as a2, and we want the sum of from January till July, that is from B2 to B8. And for that, what we need to navigate to 0 rows as we are starting from B2, and we need to navigate through one column as we are going to north, and the height will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and width will be 1, and when we'll close our parenthesis and when we'll press enter. Okay, so as we can see here that we are taking the value from B2 till B8. That means we need to navigate to the height of 7 and the width of 1, and when we'll press enter here, as we can see, the value is 3450 comes up. Now we'll move to a second example of offset, and we will again do the same thing for the south column. So we'll select any cell here. Let me select something here or here only. All right, and what we want to do, the same thing. We'll sum the value returned by offset, and the reference will be from cell A2. We can give any reference, but we are intentionally giving it from A2, and we want to navigate, we want to start from the C2, so we need not to navigate to any row. So we'll press 0 here as we are going this way only, but we need to navigate 2 columns. So we'll press 2. Now the height will be, let us calculate till June, then it will be 6, and the width will be 1. So we'll close it, we'll close the parenthesis for sum, and we'll press enter. I forgot to insert an equality sign. Alright, and we'll press enter. As you can see, the sum of the sales for the entire South region from month January to June has come up. So this is all about offset function. Now we'll move to our next function, that is count a function, and it is very important function. So before starting with, I will simply write count a, and as per the explanation from Microsoft Excel, count the number of cells in the range that are not empty. So here we have a range from B2, so we'll give it an argument from cell B, I'm sorry for this, B2 to cell B8, and let's see what it returns. 2. Alright, actually we need to insert a colon here because we are giving the entire range from first count A to B2 to B8, and it is returning 7. So we can count it has only 7 column in the entire range. So now, but what is the main importance of this count a function? Alright, we'll give a range from B2 to B14. As we all know, there are only 7 columns, 7 cells that are filled up and rest are empty, so it should return 7. And as you can see, it is only returning the rows that are unempty, that are not empty, that are filled up. It will only return that cells. Alright, so there's one more way we can use count, and we'll use it for South region. Count a, we can simply write a $a to $a. and basically $A colon $A selects the entire cell of A, and it will return the number of cells that are unempty from A2 to A999, and it is 11 as we have entered the 11 months. Let me fill it again, November. Let me fill it again, December. So it is incrementing it automatically. So this is all about offset and count A function. We will soon move to our next tutorial, and in that tutorial we will discuss about references in Excel. I promise you that is going to be very amazing, and you will learn lots of important concepts regarding Excel in that tutorial. Till then, if you have any doubt, if you want me to explain any other concept one more time, or if you want me to give you any other example so that you can understand it more clearly or more appropriately, or your understanding can increase by that, I would love to. Thanks for your time.